Spoil me. Can only travel around with super tubes now. Even to go like short distances. It's like, I don't want to mess around. We'll have like like every one of these poles or something. We'll have like a super tube, a launching tube, just to get around the world. Nice. All right. Arnvis, that was a great distraction. Awesome. I really appreciate that. That was actually really cool. We have now a super launcher. Okay. I guess, I mean, the size of my platform here is getting reasonable now, so the actual distances are almost deceiving. Like, since I could see so far onto the horizon, I mean, over there doesn't look that far away, but it's kind of far away. Okay, what were we doing here? Yes, we were figuring out how to bring a track into this section here and connect it with our existing track. We could start, you're right, Avon, we could, oh my god. I should have a blueprint that just has, like, so you could stack them like that. Yeah, when I go in, it's funny. I think I've mentioned this before. If I'm not in construction mode, lag is good. You see, it's pretty smooth. But as soon as I try and build something, watch, I'll just try to build a pole. It immediately gets choppy. When I try and build it on the platform. Well, actually, when I'm pointing to the sky here, it's still good. But as soon as I try and place something on the platform, it gets choppy. So I don't know if that's an optimization issue with the game, or because that doesn't seem to be like it should be complicated. It's kind of weird. Try lowering the draw distance. View distance. Conveyor belt render distance. Let's turn all these down. Because I'd rather have no lag than a pretty looking game. I don't think that helped it overly much. Maybe a little bit? Connect shadows. That feels a little better. The shadows actually made a decent difference. Yeah, I like this. And this game still looks pretty darn good. I mean, it looks a little funny not having shadows, but yeah, good idea, guys. Good idea. That made a difference. Yeah, the lag was starting to get a little annoying. It'd certainly be a better viewing experience for you guys, right? Instead of watching a choppy screen. Okay, sorry, let me think here again. So it's over there. I got 2 vehicles. Let's get rid of these vehicles. Got vehicles all over the place. Uh, 19 by 12. I don't have it at 4K res. Or whatever, 19 by 10. I forget. Yeah, 19 by 10. I'd use that for streaming primarily. The streaming resolution for Twitch is 19 by 10. Yeah, I keep my resolution to the same as what I'm streaming. Yeah. The thing is, the game loads everything in front of you. That's not too far, and then it checks if there's something in the way that blocks it. I think I see what you're saying, Arnviz. Yeah, that's why I was getting the placement lag. Yeah, I think there might be a way for Twitch to be able to stream the higher, like 4K instead of 1080p. So, what I'm actually thinking, maybe if I had kind of a long loop, I could have a train coming this way out. Because there's too much activity coming here. I kind of like it. We'll connect it with this train line here. And we'll go across. I kind of need to start filling that in anyway. All right, let's do that. Decision made. It's a good thing. I'm glad I checked this. Otherwise, I would have been messing around. So yeah, we're going to use the train, the track, the new track we have. So this is actually the old design, if you guys remember. I'm not going to redo all that. Certainly not today. But if you guys recall, we made the nifty new blueprint we have that does the new design, which is this one here. Now, I can't tile this, unfortunately, so I'm just going to use this as our basic marker. And what we'll do, we'll connect the old track with the new, just like so. Do a little conversion here. And now we'll use this distance from this separator from here on out. This makes the inner sections look a lot neater too. Like these are really close together, but it looks a little better. I think Point, you noticed that when you were on my stream the other day and you said some of the pictures online look different than mine. Now I think with this spacing, they'll look pretty much the same now, I believe. So unfortunately, I can't. I wish I could tile these. It would be so good if I could, but we have to kind of do it this way. And I've been going a length of 3 between all my poles, or my signals. My signal blocks. So 3 grids, I guess, is what I meant to say. And that seems to be about right, especially for these longer distances. I expect the trains to be going pretty quick. They're not going to remain in a block for very long. All right, see you in a bit, Point. Yeah. I kind of did that. I tried that RNViz. It was still, so I know what you mean, right? So I could change the blueprint so it looks something like this. Right? And then you could copy this down the road. But you still got to connect. It was too much. And it was too many of these signals as well. So I found it was faster to do what I'm doing now, is that it's too much space to do. So I have sections of 3 like this, and then I just connect like this. Just you have, because blueprints can't go this far. So the method you suggested, I mean, it's a good suggestion. I'm not saying it's bad. I did that over there. Actually, let me show you guys. Here, let's go launch over there. I'm going to use this launcher like all the time. Oh, by the way, you see I've totally expanded these two. I don't know if I did this on stream on Friday or not. I think I may have done some of this on Friday. But we have now a large smelting array here. And I've used the stacking technique for the Caterium, which is, so we've got some pretty hefty production going started there now. That's coming from what, this I think can do 24. No, this can do 1200 per minute. That one smelting facility, it's designed for that. Yeah, let's go take a little flight. I'll show you my my track. It's pretty cool. I know these are little distractions, but distractions are fun. Gotta have fun while we're doing this stuff, right, guys? What's the purpose otherwise? Whee! All right, see the track here? Yeah, this is the, so your idea, RNViz, I kind of applied that along this line here. You see there's pretty much a signal, like every space, every grid. So I pretty much did your method along here, and I was like, you know what? That's way too many of these. I don't need that many. It's killing my, well, I had enough resources to sustain it, but it was just too much. I had to, you know, place instead of doing 3 at a time, which is about the kind of the max distance you can draw a track for. So I tried your idea. It just, I think what I'm doing is a little better. It's close, but it's not bad. Hold on land. What? Sorry, I don't, what do you mean, point? Hold on land on the ground? Were you just getting radiated? What? Was it getting radiated? Or was it getting radiation? You know that I might get radiated if one of my drones that's carrying the uranium passes by, which is possible. But it'll only happen very briefly every once in a while. I didn't notice it, but yeah, that may be true. All right, hey, let me show you guys what I built over here. This is cool. Where is it? It's around here somewhere. This big bad boy. This is my plastic facility. I kind of wanted to stream this, but I needed to think a lot, guys, so I wasn't in a very chatty mood when I made this thing. So I did this off stream. This is cool. This is really plastic. This is plastic, bro. Plastic out the yin yang here. So this is delivering 900 plastic per minute, and it uses the alternate recipes. So it uses the recycled rubber and the recycled plastic recipes. I still have some posts. You can see when you're flying around and you want to just put posts randomly so you can still. But this worked out pretty well. I wish I could blueprint it all. And it's nice and straight and nice. I put a little attention to making it nice. It's not completely haphazard. I even marked look at this, guys. I spent the time to make this a black pipe to represent oil. Woo-hoo-hoo. How am I doing the loopy-loop? Yeah, I'll show you. So this pipe, I'm only using 300 out of this. This is consuming 300. And the first thing we do is, so there's a loop of 3 here. I'll show you I think another thing, which this converts into the polymer. So we start off with the residual rubber recipe, and then we immediately consume the polymer. Sorry, got that backwards. Oh, I might actually have a problem here. Oh no, that's fine. We're good. Yeah, this is where the oil goes, and it creates the heavy oil. Oh, you're right. Haha, I missed this one. Shame on me. Which one? This one? There. Yeah, I don't. There, I got this one. I missed one. Bad me. Bad Tholen. Bad Tholen. Okay, we fixed it. We're good. OCD gone. Exactly. So anyway, these work in the they start off. This is what I started with. I mean, I couldn't think of all this at once, so I just started with how the hell do I take the oil and how do we deal with the polymer resin? So when you pump in the crude oil,
I'm an idiot!
To produce the heavy oil, some days you get the byproduct of polymer resin, right? So it's producing it at 20 per minute, and this guy's consuming it at 40. So we have a 2-to-1 ratio here. So we have these three produce heavy oil, and it consumes the polymer resin, but also has a byproduct of the rubber, and the rubber is output here. But the rubber we use to recycle into plastic. Okay, so I think, so we do this, so we have 5 of these. So 5 of these crude oil. No, 10 of these. So that gives us our 300 per minute. So we're consuming 300 per minute potentially if this is working at full capacity. I think I'm not consuming all this plastic, so it's idle right now. Aha! Nice try. I'm focused. Okay. So that goes into, golly, it gets a little complicated. So we get the heavy oil, which is now the nice purple color. It's all lovely, lovely colors. Okay. But we needed a way to get water.
I did it!
I did do it. Where? Which one? It gets complicated fast. So 40 per minute of water to create the rubber. Okay, and to deal with the oil, the heavy oil, we got to convert it into fuel. We need 100. So that works out to 140. Well, it gets the math is a little more complicated than that. So let's go. We need 10 of the refineries to produce heavy oil. And that gives us 400 heavy oil per minute. So, in order to consume all that heavy oil per minute, 400, we need 8 of the diluted fuel recipe in the, what is this thing called? The blender. So this consumes all of the heavy oil, 8 of these. But we need water for this, so that's 800 water plus another 200 water for the polymer. So that ends up being 1,000 water, so we need, I've actually underclocked these. This is producing 100 per minute. So we have 10 extractors generating the water. And that's actually, I'm doing that underneath. See, that's actually our blue pipe giving the water underneath. So that's fueling all of our water needs. Okay, so once we have all that done, I think someone was asking, how do I loop it through? So this guy is going to consume the plastic to build the rubber, and this over here consumes the rubber to get the plastic. And it's a 2-to-1 ratio. You get double, every time you go through that cycle, you get double the amount. But of course, that's why you need all the fuel, because it consumes fuel to do that. So I have my little loop around here, right? This guy's getting the rubber from the other side. If you go underneath here, we can see the little system we got here. And he feeds it in to this side, which produces just enough rubber to feed the plastic build. Now it's not exactly, it's a weird ratio. It's not exactly a 2-to-1 ratio because we're getting some rubber from the polymer. So there's a little bit of funky math involved there. I kind of figured it out. I spent some time figuring it out. There are some guides online too that will just tell you what the ratios are, and it overproduces slightly. That's so I make sure I will empty any of the buffers. Anyway, I was hoping to at one point try to make a video guide on this too, because this took a long time to build, and I think this layout is pretty nice. It worked out pretty well. It's pretty space efficient. This was important too, what I did here. I found it took a while. So what I mean by like overcharging, this plastic is just the, we got to bleed some of the plastic off of our actual plastic that we want to use to charge our rubber facility here. But it uses potentially the whole line of plastic here, even though I think I only need about 4 facilities to charge the plastic or charge the rubber. And that makes sure the buffer in all these gets filled more quickly. Buffers in this game is a pain in the ass. And once this gets full, it backs up. This is a smart splitter. It'll just send only the overflow, and the rest is consumed by the rest of my facility here. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. This took me like, I don't know, a good 8 hours, I guess, on Saturday, and spent a good or between Saturday and Sunday figuring it out. Yeah, thank you. It was really cool. It was fun to make. A little more time consuming than I thought. It almost made me conclude that I want to avoid liquids because there are alternate recipes. Like for example, if you want to build for circuits are your primary consumer. Circuits in computers and supercomputers, they're your primary consumers of plastic. But you have alternate recipes to build, I think, the circuits with. So it might be better, in many cases, to avoid plastic entirely. Then you wouldn't even need all this crap. And you won't have to worry about the ratios and making sure it's running fine and all whatever else. Alright, let's get back to our regularly scheduled programming. I should probably create a launcher that makes me go up. Like virtually straight up. Let's see if I can do that with a nice little simple tweak here. See if this works. Actually, that won't work, will it? Will that work? That's not quite. Oh, I can't go any higher. Well, let's see what happens here. Predictions. No. No. Fuck it. I have faith. We can do this. Oh, that didn't work. I like went right through the tube. Oh, that's how it worked. There we go. I gotta say, it saves a bit of time. Back to civilization. Back to life. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's get back to making our track here. We're gonna launch ourselves once again. Okay, I like this launcher. Avon, you got me going here now, man. We're gonna launch everywhere. Huh, huh. The only way to travel. See, right back to where we needed to be. Perfect. It's like we never left. Really, pole. You're really just gonna be there in my way. Okay, let's get busy here. We gotta make some track. We got some work to do. Me and my friend Spike, he was just like, you know, a figment of my imagination. Oh, give me power. It's like sometimes it takes a second for power to kick in. Okay, we're gonna put it at every third, which is here. Should remember to do this along the way. It's right. It's like we never left. 1, 2, 3. There. That seems to be a good distance for the signals. That's not bad. Oh, shit. Why don't I have power here? Did this, like, not connect or something? Something... Hold on. I don't have power along these rails. Something's not connected somewhere. What did I do? What? I intentionally... Yeah, I have power. What the fuck? Come on, game. Be consistent for me here. 1, 2, 3. Just to be sure, for good measure. Oh, I lost power again. What the heck? Okay, something's obviously odd. Is it like... Why am I losing power? It's like when it transitioned, it like preferred to get power from those poles instead of the rails. There's power in the rails. That is weird. Very weird. I don't want to lose power out here. Fly off the edge. Float down to my death. Okay, well we're gonna have to fix this because we need to get power down our refining facility down below. This time lurking. No, I'm gonna convince you to stay. No lurk for you. All right, let's make some progress here. Start flying. One, two, three. One, two, one, two, three. So I wish the game was smart enough to know that I could, you know, I didn't have to be right on the edge here in order for it to work. Ah, and this is too, like, why is it, look what it does. It just jumps around. It's weird. Like, it's going, why does it say that side? Why not 1, 2, 3 rail blueprint? 1, 2, 3 rail blueprint. What do you mean? I'm not sure what you know. Oh, go. Go. Instead of rail by hand? Well, the rail by blueprint doesn't connect. But I know you know that, so I'm not sure what it is you're suggesting. So are you suggesting, like, use the blueprint here? Like that? and then delete everything. Oh shoot, that doesn't even. Oh, well, that messed up. No. All right, you let me know what you're thinking. If there's a better way to do it, I'm all ears, man. Oh fuck. Oh, I think I know what you mean. I see. I see. Okay. 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 I think I know what you mean. You do this. You go one extra. Okay. Hold on. Like that. Yeah, that is better. Oh, for fuck's sakes. There. Then we just delete that. And then go 1, 2, 3, and then we'll go 4. Then I guess we could just do this. Oh, why did I lose power there? Because it's faster. I think it's faster to delete than probably, well, about the same speed anyway. And now I have a different distance. Oh my god. Oh, I think you're right. 1, 2, here. I think you're right. Here, let's do it this way. Here, well, that's fine for here. So 1, 2, and then, yeah, you're right. I just do it like this. Oh, this is much better. Yeah, because the connection in the middle is fine. Well, it's a little different because I have a connection in the middle, but that's fine. But that really, that's probably even better too. Hey, why didn't I think of that? Thank you. Thank you, that's a great idea. Yeah, once we get, we'll have to delete for, this is just going to be a long section. Damn. Oh yeah, look how smooth this is now. Alright, we're making good use of blueprints and shit. Oops. Okay, that was certainly a bit of an idiot moment. Look how fast this is going now. 1, 2. Oh, it looks good. Oh, something way back. Oh yeah, back there. It's probably when I changed methods. Welcome, by the way, Lord and Savior. Somewhere along the way here, we changed methods, and yeah, that probably got messed up. Sometimes these things has no exit. What are you talking about? This is your exit. Let's just redraw. Sometimes if you just redraw it, I tell you, this game would be like so much better if blueprints properly connected. There we go. There we go. All right, so we now have an upgraded launcher. We have a really good method for laying down our track. Our track is now the good distance away. We have probably a good distance for our signals from section to section. We're rocking. Gosh, traveling without my launcher, even this short distance, kind of makes me feel so slow. Oh, I missed. Get too fast for my own good here. All right, this is a good spot for T-junction right here. Nice. Okay, so we'll have to think I've sort of got this. Now we're gonna need, let's put our, the way I like doing this now. Ah. Fall down the hole. Come on. need power. Don't those have power? So here's where I like using the blueprints. So we gotta disconnect that because that's wrong. Because it has a lot of nodes. And then we'll fix up the signals. We don't need a signal here. Well, we probably do, to be honest. So delete that. Okay. And that is how we create a T-junction. A lot easier now. Those blueprints help line everything up. Now we just got to change these entrances, though, to path signals. And all the exits stay the same. And what I like to ensure is that there aren't many block signals coming in. Oh, here you go. This is what you're talking about. Coming into a signal there. So that's probably a little too far. But that'll be fine. That'll make sure the train doesn't slow down as it's traveling down here. As soon as it enters this section, it'll reserve the rails within the T-junction, but you need that amount of space to ensure the train does not slow down. That's probably a little too much space, but I think you guys get my meaning. So same idea here. Let's make sure we reserve a lot of space when coming into that T-junction. Come on. Like, how does it know I don't want to go on that side? There we go. And really, I just made that temporarily. That's just getting power onto the track so I can experiment with this. And I think everything else is good. Everything else should be fine here. So if we need to, we can put a T-junction here if we want to expand out that way, although I doubt we'll need to go into the void. I mean, if we want to build more factories, we can. Okay, let's take a train back. We'll test it out here. Choo-choo! Rock and roll. Too many signals there, but worry about that. It's a problem for future me. Looks like oh, there's a problem here. So this is not connected. Likely this piece here. And a matter of fact, it was. Booyah! Okay, what should we get first? We might as well get the heavy. The heavy modular frame is what we need, right? So that's going to be in our bus base, which is right there. So we're going to need, I don't know where we're going to do this yet, so I'm not going to put tracks. Let's just take a look over there. I wish I could zoop blueprints. Wouldn't that be a neat thing? Make it so. Okay, we've got, what do we have here? What the hell? Oh, I know what this is. This is my tube to go up and down. I don't know if I even need this anymore, because we'll just launch ourselves. This goes to the starter base. I was still kind of young. I felt like it was ages ago. And oh, we're bringing in just a line of limestone into the bus base here. Maybe we could bring a line just on the outside of all this. And we could zip in to make a couple of stations here. Because I suspect, if we do this right, we might get a few of our materials off the bus base. So I should leave a little bit of room here to add some stations. Like maybe 3, 4, or 5 even. Might be the way to go. Let's try that. Then I can actually make that, keep that intact too. Just so I could fly while we're doing some maintenance. I love this technique now. A 2-pad, you can't charge the rails just from a power pole. That's actually be plugged into a station. All right, let's put a little T-junction right here. beautiful. Even have it. Even have the nodes right there. So like so. And like so. So we need a blueprint for all sides. Then we delete just this portion of it on all sides. And then just connect everything that needs to be connected. And it should just work. And we just have to replace the block signals with pass signals. And all is good. So that's fine. That's fine. Perfect. Perfecto mundo. Alice is here! Our lives are enriched and fulfilled. Welcome. Oh, what did it do there? Welcome, viewer. Total 1000 chat. We have a special guest in the house. Let's make sure to give them a warm and epic gamer greeting to enrich. Well, let's just do just that. Hey, welcome, Alice. How's it going? Now, we have to decide where we're going to put our little train station here. It's going. It's always good that it's going. Okay, let's see. Asthma is a terrible thing, and fighting for every breath is a struggle? You have asthma? One of our viewers wanted to share that asthma can be tough. Let's send some positive vibes. There you go, positive vibes. There you go. You're getting positive vibes. Let's see, what can I do for a positive vibe? Are you not entertained? There you go. Or, do you like Airwolf? Is Airwolf considered a positive vibe? I'd say Airwolf is a pretty positive vibe. Airwolf was always a positive vibe. True. Truer words have not been spoken. Gosh, I really like this track method. This blueprint is coming in handy. Okay, this is kind of the end of our bus. Let's go one more section. Da, 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 da. Product of the 80s. Oops. How did that happen? Nice. The goth girl. I don't know if Airwolf kind of reminds me of goth. Jan Michael Vincent. He went through a lot of struggles on the set of that show. Really? What's goth about Airwolf? Jan Michael Vincent? Well, he was drunk for probably half of the episodes, I think. Guy went through a rough time. I don't know exactly what haunted him, but he had a pretty big career ahead of him, and then he fell off the wayside, I guess. All right, let's put a T-junction right around here. Of course, then you have Dominic Santini, Ernest Borgnine. we went to 7 of 9? How did we go to 7 of 9? Although I'm not opposed to talking to 7 of 9. Good old Jerry Ryan. What's not to love about Jerry Ryan? Okay, so let me think here. I think my standard... I think I have just enough room to make this. To make a little station here. Sorry, that was the wrong one. 6... Borg 9. I get it. Finally. I finally get it. I finally get the play on words. I think, how are you getting 7 of 9 from discussions about Ernest Borgnine? But Borgnine sort of sounds like 7 of 9. Sort of. Okay, I think I want to be kind of methodical about this. Okay, so this we don't need. Now, I think we'll have to do... I wish I... There might be a way to do some blueprinting here. To make the actual... I have some blueprints already, but... For the laying out of the track... Like, I need to go one wider. Say here. And then the track will exist right around here, the station. And, it's got to go back one. So we put it in this block here. I think that's where it needs to go. Like so. Okay, then we just need to loop around. And that's not quite right. It's close, but not quite right. Kind of designed this so at least this... Oh, shit, again. This first one. Here's where blueprints would be nice to get these angles right. There. At least for the first time. And then we need to put the actual station on here. Once I get to the 6x6 blueprints, all of that could fit in one blueprint, I believe. That will be nice. Very nice. Let me try something. I need to try this. Will this fit here? Do I have enough room to turn out of here? Oh, I do. I think I do. I do! Damn! Alright, let's change it. So that means our blueprint goes halfway. Now this, whoa, it saves us quite a bit of space. Now this only goes halfway, or it turns. There we go. Shit. Nice. Lining these up can be a little bit of a challenge. Oh, that's not right. Dang it! Should be right there, yeah. That's some pretty nice stuff right there. Okay. Let's make this track design, please. Oh. I'm an idiot. Don't everyone, you know, agree all at once here. You don't have to agree with that statement, even though it's likely very true. Okay, this is going to be heavy modular frames. Pickup. Okay, we need our pickup storage. Okay, and input to this train will come in through here. We'll go underground. And let's go find our heavy modular frames. I don't like you calling yourself an idiot. I do it all the time to myself. You're an idiot. You have to do a lot harder to get to my little idiocy. Well, that's, I guess, a compliment. We're kind of comparing who's kind of the bigger idiot. I mean, okay. So, I mean, there's a little story behind the whole idiot thing. I mean, I typically don't I don't say idiot to myself terribly often, but for the spirit of the channel, I wanted to sort of, what's the right word, be able to denigrate myself to my viewers, just to know that, you know, it's okay to speak freely, I guess is the whole philosophy behind that. Because, you know, and we generally don't talk that way and call ourselves or other people idiots, and which is a good thing. I'm not saying we should be. But I also want to make sure people feel comfortable about speaking their minds and, you know, all that good stuff. So that's a little bit of a story for why I made the whole "I'm an idiot" sort of thing. Heavy modular frames. They're around here somewhere. Heavy modular frames. They're not there. Maybe they're on the other side. I don't remember. Motors. They gotta be on the other side. Oh no, here we go. Heavy modular frames. Gets to be that got to be a fairly complicated build. So I only have. Oh really? I only have one. I could double this up if I had to. There's only one manufacturer making them right now. Of course, it's the screws down there. These are making screws inline. Takes a lot of screws. Okay, we have a splitter right here. Why don't we just go right here? And I put that splitter in line because it wasn't on the grid. Oh. But I do a lot of silly things, that's for sure. Heck, it was just when my kids come home from school, they just put their lunches on the table and then they go off and they do their own thing. They go on their screens and whatever else. And but both of my older boys they just started working. And sometimes what my boy will do is he'll come home from lunch. He's very responsible. He'll sometimes work around 5 o'clock. And but what he'll do, he'll make himself a little snack. So he unloads his lunch and he makes a new one. But he puts it right on the table where my other two boys have their lunches that need to be emptied. So after I'm done my stream, I'll go up and I'll put that stuff away. And I'll sometimes take my boy's lunch that he just made. I'll go, oh my gosh, he didn't eat much at school today. And I empty it. After he spent all that time making it. He'll come in and go, Daddy, where the hell's my lunch? I'm working in like half an hour. I go, oh, geez, sorry, buddy. So I gotta, undo what I did. So that's kind of an idiot moment. There's a bit of an idiot moment there. Okay, so now let's see. We need to run line. Thank you, Fire. We can always count on Fire. And he likes reminding me. Trying to keep me humble. Try and stay humble. Okay, we're going to run it back a little bit. So let's put go do some flooring exercises here. I do like that song. That's a nice song. Okay, I think I marked it. I did mark it, right? Yes, so let's just start. This will be like kind of our logistics level here. Oh, thank you. Yes, that's right. Gonna tell you guys how many I've done for the day. So I need. Oh, I've talked about this before. I should have my record. What's the maximum I've done in a single stream? I think it was 30 something. When I had a really long stream about 2 Fridays ago. That was insane. I was sore the next day from all the pull-ups. Oh, I don't think I probably still haven't fully recovered from that. That's pretty far away. Wise men say. I remember growing up and I didn't know that wasn't, originally an Elvis Presley song. My younger years. I thought UB40 was the original artist. There we go. Okay. We're not going to be able to fill up both of these with heavy frames, just one. Yeah, this is much better on the lag now. Such a good suggestion to reduce the render distance. It's probably because I have such a large platform. It's trying to render, everything around me, which is a lot. And I could see just about everything too, so the view distance makes a difference there as well. Much smoother. Makes for a much more enjoyable stream, both for me and for you guys, hopefully. And now that my connection issues are all been sorted, I feel like I'm in heaven. Not getting any drop frames, like, oh my goodness. I might be able to get used to this.